Hey there, Joy of the World, friends and family. I am Joy, here to take a peek into the energies going on around us. And what energies is that? Well, it is Chiron. This is showing up as like the sun and the moon and the dialogue in between. We've just been through a lunar eclipse, and now we're going to be heading through a solar eclipse, which those are phenomenons that go on enough times per year. But Chiron's wanting to come in to talk about getting the full view of ourselves. I like this journey of self-discovery, because Chiron's in Aries, representing the self and self-discovery right now. Pardon, that is my refrigerator. Hello. But opening the gateway, and what's really a trip is this is showing up as Gemini, the Geminids. Chiron's going to talk with us a bit through these next handful of days because of the 13th constellation. Could be the 13th zodiac hidden in the stars, called Ophiuchus, and it starts on November 29th and goes through December 18th. So Sagittarius is relegated to just a few tiny days. Well, Chiron's coming in to use this window to do like the quick heal, not the crash and burn, the hit and run, nothing sketchy like that. It's the fullness thereof of getting the key, getting the power, getting the full energy return, okay? And in this case, particularly high heart, and he's talking about wanting to come about with it quickly. Also, the supporting card that's coming in with the masculine and the purity of the moon is the Yang card coming in. This is the intention, the reason why, the movement behind it. What's a trip is Bone Collector's up here, because this was being set up to be a Scorpio reading and it got hijacked. It is like, no way. This is for everybody, which we are, the whole zodiac, but this is Chiron wanting to come in to talk about the secrets. You see the one there and you see the one there. It's about getting in balance and being our divinity and our destiny coming together. Getting in the proper seat, the proper cue in the order of the way things flow. So you get this secret little gateway that we'll talk about coming up in plenty of time. But it's having to do with these phases of the moon. It's having to do with the winter solstice coming up, if you're showing up calendarically to this reading. But and also talking about Venus enlightenment. Interesting. Okay. So with that, wanting to take a look right here and see what we've got in this line. We've got justice coming in. That's interesting. So it talks about Libra being sandwiched between the longest and the shortest of Virgo and Scorpio. So let's find out a little bit more about this. Let's take a look at this justice. I'm going to get a pearl of wisdom on this justice card sitting here. Talking about the sun and the moon seeing each other, but you're talking about in whole. Okay. So this is what it looks like when the sun enters in the moon. And the reading the other day, they were talking about when it goes inside. Well, that was the Chiron reading that I didn't post. The sun's going to go inside of the moon, and it's talking about how do we see through that density. Well, they're saying it's the same as when our light entered our body, that there's the density, but we have all these gates, all these gateways. That's what they're talking about, because it's the relationship between the sun and the moon here. And what Chiron's trying to let us know is the sun and the moon look directly at each other all the time. The phases are relative to our position, observing their relationship. So we're seeing facets and phases of it, when really the moon is whole all the time and in the full gaze of the sun. So who would know? Chiron's saying, I would know. And I'm here to tell you the balance of the incoming high heart energy, the plasma that's coming in, the dark matter, all of that type of energy stepping in here. So let's get, okay. They want me to just take off the top of this deck right here. We have Six of Swords coming in along with the Justice. Talk about right on time. And this is more like arriving at the shore. You're not taking off going on here. You're landing. You've come through your full season of healing. Look at you opening, this man or woman, this is you, opening your throat and your chest, suggesting your trust, suggesting your health, your wellness coming on in, the dawning, the brightness of a new day. You might want to listen to the Virgo readings. It was talking about beginnings and shedding the old identity, that when you come all the way across to set foot on the world, you shed that old identity. The moment you step here, like the one small step, you'll forever be changed, ever be transformed. And that's what they're showing here, this cosmic body, the union of the heaven and the earth. You'll forever be transformed. You'll be changed in the blink of an eye. Chiron keeps talking about in the blink of an eye. Like, because he's talking about it excels space and time, speed and light. It's like it is greater than, and the greater than value is the one that you go with in the commodity where they're from. So I do want to get a pearl over here. But this pearl's coming up on some cards I haven't shown you yet. They're face up. I haven't looked at them either. But this is something to like initiate and awaken the energy that is here with the justice. Just glides right on in, right into your lap. Okay. Right into your lap. What is happening? You saw what just happened there. Okay, so we got the Two of Wands. Angel of Love. And this is talking so much about take a chance on me. This is like you beholding yourself, looking at yourself through the eyes of love and dreaming up the greatness of who you are, of what you behold, the eyes of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Oh, the eyes. The eyes and the feet are connected. Wherever the head goes, the body will follow. Okay, so Angel of Love. Make the choice to love yourself is what's being suggested here. So I'm just going to, I'll toss it right in on there. So we're going to come into these cards that are sitting right above the Justice. Who do we have here? Let's turn these around. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, Seven of Swords, the Lovers, and the World. The Lovers and the World are coming in together. And it's trying to say that those who truly love the world are going to look like this. The union of heaven on earth. Those who've done their work, quote, per se, but really it's surrendered to the cosmic calling, to the truth versus the reality. The truth trumps. Okay. So over here alongside we have the Ten of Pentacles coming in. The truth trumps. The truth trumps. It's the purple veil, the purple rain coming in, the heaven on earth, the enlightened gateways, okay? Us shining in the delight of the sun and our moon, our reflectivity, our connection, our relationship with those energies there. Something is powering and leveling up, y'all. That's all I know. I just heard it. So whoever that's for, level up. You about to level up. So the Wheel of Fortune. Yep. This is reinforcing that shedding that old identity. When you come across, that's what this love is because shedding, it allows you, the shedding is really giving yourself permission to embrace this new identity, this new form, this new place that you're going into, and to not look back. To take something sweet and make it bitter by looking back. Instead, be better. That's what Wheel of Fortune is coming in. Recalibrate, regrid, remap. It's kind of like when your GPS is telling you to go a certain way and you're like, yeah, I don't want to go down there. That looks a little sketchy. Or there's a detour sign or whatever. So you keep going and it starts spinning like this wheel. It starts recalibrating. When you make the first move, to shed this and to leave this behind you and to follow your truth, that you are whole, complete, perfect, lacking in nothing, okay? That you are seeing completely and you trust your guidance, your union with Chiron. Because Chiron is looking to work through this turn of the century, actually turn of the season, of bringing in our wholeness, bringing it in like that, where we understand being fully known and that we also fully know. Just the imprint, the impression we receive, it's like the signature. Okay, so is there anything else you would like to say? Yeah, there's something sitting over here, but I feel like they're wanting to talk about the gates. Very interesting. So tell us about the gates, the gate of love that you're bringing us through Chiron here. It's like, because it gets you in the proper place. So it's going to be the secret gateway and key that then puts you on schedule so that you're not just the creation, but you're also the creator. Okay. So that you don't have to react, respond, anything, resurrect, but you're able to create, to commune, to divine. Talk about tell me your secrets. Okay, so Pisces. So season of Pisces coming up as well. Just the whole spread and connection. So they're really going to be active in the quadrant of Pisces, Aries, and Taurus. That's what this year is going to be stimulating through, with the shadow meaning the point of liberation coming from Scorpio. So they're really highlighting, wanting to talk about liberation over freedom. And this is Chiron initiating all this, y'all. Chiron is no longer the wound. He didn't make the wound. Okay? That's the thing. Chiron is the key bearer, the key holder, the rest of the story. If any of you are old enough to be cool like me with a K, Paul Harvey. That's right. Look him up. And now the rest of the story. I love it because where everybody's reporting one side of the news, one facet, Paul Harvey would come in and let us know the rest of the story. So with that, let's go and look on here with Tell Me the Secrets. We have the Hierophant coming in. So it has to do, because like justice, where justice in the legal system, Hierophant, the operation of the like systems of zeros and ones, the functionality, they're talking more about the log end than the logic. But see, he has that internal light too, and being able to focus it. Because just like you say, wherever the head goes, the body will follow. And here you're following your truth, you're following your fullness, your wholeness being fully known. That brings in this divinement, the gold and the purple and the pink. The purple and the pink come in. The purple is like this swirl going on up here. The pink is like the embodiment going on here, the heaven on earth. And the purple is like the streams, the nurturance thereof. Okay, so Hierophant, what were you wanting to say with these three cards over here to focus on? Something about the Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords. So really here, embracing this new identity to leave behind the wreckage. Old ideals, old mindsets, limited knowledge, limited vision. That's what's showing up here with this Five of Cups. Limited vision, like holding yourself accountable for not knowing what you didn't know. How can you know what you don't know? You can't know until you know it. Hello. Rewind, back that up. You can't know what you know until you know it. So there's an issuance of forgiveness here. Justice and Hierophant are coming in to really want to focus on that front. And let me say, me too. Look at it. The whole world, the universe, look at this. They're all coming to look at you and smile at you and see, man or woman, this is you, friend, okay? The beauty and the delight that you bring, wanting to restore your rhythm, your dance, your love connection. What with yourself? This Hierophant saying, get out of the judge's seat. Stop judging yourself. Let's focus on the truth of what was going on here. Yes, it brought you grief and sorrow because you landed here and you didn't know how to move through this. Okay? Having been cut off, having been from a whole life that you had to escape, to move away from, to get into this newness, this inspiration, this place where you feel like you could breathe, where you can live and prosper. Okay, so they're saying, get out of the judge's seat. They're like, you turned your judge's seat into a chariot and kind of went on a vengeance streak of like making yourself pay, that burning bridges and stuff like that. So those of us who have, that's where the quadrant of the Pisces, Aries, because Chiron's wanting to bridge that gap, really wanting to turn that tide and going into the Taurus, because Taurus is going to begin to skip like a calf. No more resistance, or like resistance can even be unforgiveness, holding oneself in condemnation. That's what you're walking away from here. The darkness is beautiful, but you became the darkness. And so that you could judge yourself is unfit and unworthy. Whoever that is, cancel that out right here. You know what? Because they are voting. Life is voting. Life is voting for you, this fresh new start. They're backing it up one even and saying, just let it go. Let it go. Let your wheel of fortune, let it spin. Let it flow. Let this life come on in. I'm trying to hear the secrets here. So let's see with that Five of Cups. We've got that going on. This is all the shame game, the commitment, the things that are lorded and held over your head by others, by yourself. And I'll tell you, the one main thing to shed is your own. If you shed and you clear out your own, very little people are going to see it, okay? It's not going to be floating around your mind's eye. It's like cleansing and clearing your Neptune. Well, that would be Pisces as well. Cleansing and clearing your Neptune with the power of Pluto. The final resurrection. Well, that would be pleasure and delight. That's very Taurian as well, the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups. It's like the triumphant. Knowing that you will be triumphant. Being confident. And it requires nothing of you. Just the covering of the stars of knowing you're loved. Okay, this is that sacral chakra that brings in your peace and your satisfaction with this. The goldness self coming in and that sacral chakra and you divining this whole new way of life being good to you, being receptive to you, you knowing that you can open up and breathe because this is your environment. This is your world coming in. That's what causes you to prosper. Okay? But they're needing to shed this old identity. So you might go back and listen to the Virgo because this is your true identity. Whether you like vibrant color or not, this is showing your cosmic energetics going on, the abundance that you have. Y'all hang on. And the way in which they work with each other also. Let's see if it will stay. Okay. Trying to shoot them like this for a minute to see if y'all could get to interact with the cards. But that's it. Trading in that identity. This is nothing. This is no problem losing this, okay? And it's clear out in front of you. And that's the thing. There is no harm. The unknown is knowable. The unknown is knowable. That's what the symbol, that's what Chiron wants us to know at the heart of the matter coming in from between now and in through the winter solstice, or again, a timeless read. So just know that I love you. I believe in you. Tune back in. Check out more of these Chiron things. He wants you to know that you are healed, you are whole, perfect, complete, lacking in nothing. I love you. Bye.